What's going on, guys? Terrible day yesterday. We ended up going 1-3. So we had four props for free that we posted. We cashed the Lillard over 3.5 rebounds. Chris Paul barely went under his 7.5 assist line. He got seven. And then the other two, Jalen Williams under and Grady Dick over, just absolutely terrible. No excuses there. Just played absolutely terrible. Didn't even come close. So we went 1-3 yesterday. Let's bounce back today. Guys, if you are interested, sign up to Underdog. You get you get up to $1,000 in bonus cash as well as a free pick. Underdog's what I'm going to be using for my videos moving forward. Absolutely loving playing on Underdog. Been having a blast and really think that you guys would too. You do get a free month of VIP when you sign up to Underdog using my code as well. So just use code TTL, get your $1,000 in bonus cash, and become a VIP member for a free month. But let's go ahead and I'm going to give out two free money lines like I usually do. I usually give out one or two. I played these over on Shuffle. Use code TTL for $1,000 deposit match there. But I'm taking the Detroit Pistons at -156. I'm putting 1.56 units to win one. And then I'm taking the Houston Rockets at -133. And I'm putting 1.33 units to profit 1 unit on there. So around 2.9 units, 2.8 units deployed total to cash out 2 units profit. Let's go ahead and cash both of those. And let's go over our top 5 picks. You can play these over on Underdog. So let's get into it. Let me pull it up over on my second monitor. One moment. Alrighty, and let's get started. So one of my top plays of the day, we're going to go ahead and head over to predictiveprofits.ai, a website that I personally created to make awesome slips. Makes the research so much quicker, and we've been cashing out a lot since I've started using this. Use code TTL50 for half off on this as well. But we're going to take Jaquez Jr. under 22.5 PRA. Definitely think this one's going to cash for us today. Let's go ahead and look him up. We can find him over here versus the Jazz on Underdog. Now, I am in the middle of updating a pretty large chunk of code on this website. So, unfortunately, for today, the opposing team's defense is not going to show up properly. But I am working on a pretty big update regarding that and regarding the teams everyone's playing against in general. But we can still look at everything else. We can go ahead and see 3 of his last 5 he's went under. 7 of his last 10 he's went under, and he's only went over this number in 4 of 31 games all season. Now, he has went over in 2 straight games, so we can go ahead and click the check the injury report button, and we can go ahead and scroll down, and we can see what's going on with the Heat. Now, Josh Richardson is doubtful to play in Thursday's game against Utah. Kevin Love is still doubtful. He's still day-to-day, and then Drew Smith is still out. I don't think we're going to have any big issues with his play time or any big changes. But even this last game, literally 2 days ago, he got 24 PRA. He had 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. And he shot 7 for 12, which isn't typical for him. Typically, if he shoots 12 field goal attempts, you're going to expect him to make between 4 and 6 field goals. So he shot really well that day. He got 18 points, my apologies, in 12 attempts, and that's just not natural. I don't think he's going to be able to do that again. The game before that, he shot 15 attempts and made the same exact amount of shots. So I definitely don't think we're going to have an outlier game today. We have him projected for 17.2 PRA and a projected hit rate of 80.5% on the under. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in. And let's move on to the second prop of the day, which is going to be Kris Murray for the Trailblazers. We're going to take his under 9.5 PRA. And don't worry, those are the only 2 unders we're going to take in today's video for the free picks. The rest are going to be overs. But Kris Murray under 9.5 PRA. Now, this is versus the Mavericks, who do not have a good defense. We can go ahead and see him right here, PRA 9.5, under hitting 79.8% hit rate. And when we click on this, now I trust me, guys, I hate taking an under on a 9.5 PRA line just as much as you do, but I go based off of stats. I don't go based off of feelings. He's cashed this under in 4 of his last 5 games, 9 of his last 10, and in 23 of 30 games this season. He's cashed the under. We have him projected for 7.17 and a 79.8% projected hit rate. This last game, he had 6 field goal attempts. He made 3 of them, and he still ended with 7 PRA. The game before that, he had 7 attempts, made 4, and he had some rebounds and assists that game. But, I mean, he's shooting 6 or 7 field goal attempts recently and still staying under. Before that, he is only shooting, we can see, anywhere between like 1 field goal attempt and like 8 or 9 field goal attempts. Now recently he's shooting 5, 6, 7 attempts, but he's still going under in 2 out of 3 of these games where he shot 6 or 7 attempts. And I think that's the type of game we're going to see from him today. I don't think he's going to be able to get many rebounds or assists. So I'm going to go ahead and take Kris Murray under 9.5 PRA. And let's move on to the third prop of the day, which is going to be RJ Barrett. And we're going to take his over 5.5 rebounds versus the Cavs. Now, the Cavs have a great defense, don't get me wrong, but I'm loving this play today. RJ Barrett rebounds 5.5. The projection is over in 72.84% hit rate. And when we click on this, we can see 4 of his last 5 games he's went over, 7 of his last 10 games he's went over, and 21 of 29 games this season he's been over this line. We have him projected for 6.93 in this matchup with a 72.84% projected hit rate. I don't think he's going to have any issues getting over this line, and I'm absolutely loving this. So we can go ahead and see last 10, 5, 9. So yesterday he did go under for us. I actually had his RA in VIP. I don't think I gave that one out for free, but I had his RA and it missed by 0.5. But 5 rebounds yesterday, 9, 6, 9, 6, 5, 11, 8, 4, 11. So even when he doesn't cash, he comes very close. But at the end of the day, all that matters is if he goes over or under. And he's went over in 7 of his last 10 and in 21 of 29 this season again. So we have him projected for a 72.8% projected hit rate. I don't think we're going to miss this prop. I'm loving it. Let's lock in RJ Barrett. Let's move on to our fourth prop of the day, which is going to be Alexander Walker over 5.5 points. This is a very low line for Alexander Walker. I've been taking his PA all season long, but I'm loving Alexander Walker today. I love everything points, PRA, PA, whatever you want to take here. But let's go ahead and look at the over 5.5 points. The projection is over 74.4% projected hit rate. He's hit this in 3 of his last 5, 7 of his last 10, and in 28 of 36 games this season. We have him projected for 8.3 points in this matchup, so a pretty large gap there, and a projected hit rate of 74.4%. Again, the recommendation is over, and if we take just a look at his last 5, we can see he had 9 attempts in his last game, 5 attempts in the game before that, but he shot 1 for 5. That's why he went under. 8 attempts the game before that, 2 attempts, and then 3 attempts. So, I mean, he's getting the attempts needed, especially in these games where he's getting 5, 8, 9 attempts, but he's just not shooting up to par. If he can shoot his regular 40, 50%, we're not going to see any issues here. He went over even with just 3 attempts. So, I don't think we're going to have any issues with him going over. Let's go ahead and lock that one in. And then to finish it off, we have a player from the same exact team, my favorite player, other than LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball is my favorite player, but other than him, Anthony Edwards over 3.5 3-pointers made. Now, last time I took this, he made 4 3-pointers in the first quarter. I don't think he's going to have any issues. He shoots a ton of them up, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at this, but 3.5 3-points made, over in 71.2%. And when we take a look at it, we can see he's cashed in 4 of his last 5, 7 of his last 10, and in 25 of 36 games this season. And when we take a look at his last 5, we have him projected for 4.5 3-pointers in this matchup. Projected hit rate 71.2%. He had 7 in his last game, 6, 10, 2, and then 4. And I mean, he's just absolutely killing it. An average of 5.8 per game over his last 5, an average of 4.2 this season, and an average of 4.3 over his last 10. So I definitely think he can get over 4 today. I'm projecting in this matchup versus the Magic. The Magic have a pretty good defense, but I think he's going to be able to shoot them, and I think he's going to be able to get them in the basket. I think I project him personally for around 6 3-points made this matchup. let's go ahead and cash 5 for 5 today, guys. Lock this in with me over on Underdog. Go ahead and sign up. Use code TTL. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, and go ahead and get a free month of VIP, boys. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hit that subscribe button, and moving forward, I got a lot of hate in the last video because I didn't review the day before. That's why I made sure to start this video with doing that. I try my best to be absolutely transparent. Anything that's going on, I try and let you guys know. So bad days, good days, they both happen. That comes with playing on Underdog or any other apps like that. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. It's about overcoming that and just staying consistent. So, yeah, yesterday, terrible day. We went 1 for 4, 1 and 3, 1 win, 3 losses. Let's bounce back today and go at least 4 and 1, but let's hope for the 5 and 0 today. I'm feeling pretty confident. Hit that subscribe button, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.